Happy Chainsaw Man Day! We are back yet again for some more reaction to Chainsaw Man. This time it's chapter 205. Will this be a banger of a chapter? Will this be something to write home about? And yeah, as we know from last chapter, Fire Devil is here. The reveal was quite big, quite spectacular even. I am looking forward to seeing what kind of conversation they're going to have here, and seeing, as I said, like Fire Devil don't want to fight. Like Fire Devil don't want to fight, so obviously gonna have a conversation. Hopefully we actually stay on that and don't like pan over to something else. I'd be upset just a little bit if we went somewhere else with Fire Devil finally being here. So I'm hoping with this chapter we will actually have something to look forward to. So without further ado, y'all know what y'all gotta do, right? Y'all know what you gotta do, right? Go to the Shonen Jump app, and you can go ahead and read it with me. You already know the deal. You know what to do, right? You already know what to do. Live react with me, or if you already read it, sit back, relax, let me live react to it, and then we have a discussion right after the goddamn chapter. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Pretty good chapters of crazy callbacks. All right, Desto, welcome in, by the way, brother. Welcome in. I know it's been a minute, but you know what? We're here. Let me all right, there we go. There we go. Let me get up in here. Let me actually go into that myself because I didn't have it up. But we're here. Yeah, yeah. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready, kids? Aye, Captain. I can't hear you. I know I'm kidding. Right? This is not. This ain't freaking SpongeBob. Okay, like we're not doing this. This is all death and destruction that happens to goddamn Chainsaw Man. And we ain't got no freaking. Ain't doing no kids. There ain't no kids over here. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. But Chainsaw Man, chapter 205. Who? So, like I say, I forgot, there was a head on the ground, right? And I've been kind of curious about this too, like, who is that? So I'm assuming the chapter here is just going to confirm who this person is. Given what the title chapter is, that's why I put all my money with all my predictions, right? How I made my title, how I did everything. I just saw the first page, it says who. So I'm under the impression, that's what I don't know. That's what we're going to be doing, hopefully anyways. Welcome in, Peach. Welcome in, Ghost Tab. How y'all doing? All right, Tachi Fujimoto. He's walking up to it, looking at it. He's trying to figure it out. He's like, who is this man that's dead over here? Okay, we see his face. And I'm not going to lie to you, because like they didn't show the face last chapter, and I'm like, I wonder who this is. Maybe it is, after all, the student body president. You know the guy that's supposed to be, the lover of Chainsaw Man and all that crap. You know the guy, right? So I thought it was gonna be this dude. That doesn't look like him, I don't think. I don't know who this is. So look, it is what it is. How you doing, whore? Welcome in, brother. God dang it! don't say that, guy. Who's he? Hey, your guess is as good as mine, Denji. I don't know, brother. I don't know this man. All right, he dead though. All right. You don't know? Then I'll remind you. Long ago, there was once a man called Beck, and he has beckoned with the strength of all the men that he has ever encountered with. That sounds very sus, but that's not what I mean. I'm doing all right, though, I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing good, too. All right. Once, there was a pair of kind-hearted twin brothers. The twins found me, an injured devil, and took me in, saving me. Interesting. Okay, so because we're seeing like little flashbacks, right? You see the two twin suckers right here, and they actually just picked up a flame. That's quite interesting. So the like actual just flame devil, right? So look at this flame on the ground. This reminds me of Howl's Moving Castle, right? Because Howl's Moving Castle, the only way the castle could move was with freaking that little flame heart thingy that he got over there, right? That was the heart of Howl himself that was moving that castle. It's kind of reminiscent of that. I don't know if that's what some kind of callback or what we're trying to do here, but that's interesting. Crazy when you realize who it is. All right, we're going to see then. We're going to see. While treating my injuries, the twins often told me about Chainsaw Man. Even a devil can become a symbol of hope as long as you have justice in your heart, like Chainsaw Man, they said. They urged me to join them, to do the right thing together. I empathized with their message and took action. I made contract with those. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, hold on a minute. Interesting. I made contract with those with justice in their hearts, granted them the ability to transform into the shape of their. That's what I've been saying this whole freaking time. Hey, go stab. I've been saying this the whole time. I've been saying this the whole time. This is what I've been saying that the Fire Devil can do. All right, this is confirmation. That's what I've been saying. God dang it. Because he just, look, if you have justice in your heart, you go into the form that you believe is your justice. If you believe in Chainsaw Man to be your justice, then you can be Chainsaw Man. But that also brings up the question, though, is the twin brothers, right? I'm assuming that, the guy died here, but, I mean, not assuming. The guy is dead, so where's the other one at? Or unless, I mean, he's not the Flame Devil. So where's the other one at? And does that also mean that there's other fake Sawmans out there, then? Is it more than just one? Is the twin brothers are twin chainsaw suckers? Like, now I got questions, but let me finish the chapter, because maybe they already explained this. I don't know. Keep reading? All right. I just had to bring that up, though. All right, I had to bring... I remember the first time the twins saved someone with my power like it was yesterday. Interesting. They both looked incredibly proud. And then one day you appeared. Interesting. Is this guy? Didn't somebody bring this up actually last chapter? Yeah, didn't somebody bring this up? Yeah, didn't somebody bring this up last chapter? So wait, so it is that guy? Hold on a minute. During your battle with the cockroach devil, it grabbed the young... Yeah, right. And he had to make the choices and stuff. Did we talk about this? I feel like we talked about this already. So this is the guy? You let his younger brother die to save a cat. Man, oh, come on, bro. What? Really? Okay. Remember his face now? Did you not even look? No, he don't care. Like, he was there to save a cat, bro. Look, man. Look, I know you're trying to tell him something. You're trying to talk about this big, grandiose situation and that he should actually have some more morality and to care. But you think Denji cares about that? Oh, come on, man. What the heck? This doesn't make sense. Timing is off. Is it, though? Is it? He's still looking at him. Denji's like, who? Who is this? What do you mean? Huh? This man idolized you, and you betrayed him. He lived for revenge on you, yet you can't even remember his face. But it is what it is. They see, you always gotta go back to that. You always gotta go back to that. It is what it is. If you have a problem in life, one thing you can always do to rectify those issues, just say, it is what it is. Even this devil, the Flame Devil, understands it is what it is. God, you're a devil after all. You're here to tell me to apologize? you apologize? You want me to fix your boo-boo? Like, is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Stop, okay? Was that or just some random off-screen character? I mean, true. But like I said, it could have been the class president that I was talking about. I thought it was him that would have been the person that died, right? Or it takes some man to help Denji during the Fallen Devil. Denji played a part of killing his brother because he has a certain righteousness in his heart, right? Like, I think he needed to get the Fallen Devil out the way in order for him to even have this interaction to begin with. So that's why that's there. That's the best I can give you. Wrong. After this, you're going to choose between two options again, and he's gonna find a third option. I feel like Fire Devil, you're not understanding what Denji is, and if you really think about it, I think it's all part two. Part two has always been Denji trying to find a third option out of the situation that everybody keeps trying to put him in. They keep trying to tell him how things are gonna go, and Denji keeps trying to find an alternative to the things that people are trying to tell him what to do. If you really think about this, because even with the whole Yoshida situation, right? He's like, all right, you can be a regular human being, or you can be Chainsaw Man. And he still tried to decide to be both. He tried to find his own third option. At the end of the day, he doesn't necessarily want to get rid of anything. So maybe this is a whole overarching theme that's happening here that Denji is, at one point, is going to have to decide left or right. You can't go into this other direction that he's choosing here. But at the same time, Denji never operates on the notion of choosing just one path. That's never Denji. That's not what he does. You know what I mean? I mean, if you really think about it, this is the core of his character, because that's the same thing of how he was able to beat Makima, right? He thinks outside the box. He doesn't think within the confines of what you want to put him in, because he's not like that. So I don't know if this is ever gonna work to make him understand, or maybe he understands it, but he's always gonna find a reason to get away from that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Understanding Denji's character, I've like Fire Devil, you wasting your time. You're wasting your time, all right? Is Fire Primordial? Is that said something? No, it's never been said. We assume he might be, but I mean, given what he can do, he has some pretty powerful abilities, but we don't know if he's actually a Primordial Devil. I don't know. I mean, the fact that these suckers picked up fire and took it home, I wonder. I mean, I don't know. I wonder about that. That makes me wonder. That actually questions whether or not he's actually a Primordial, because he was also, you know, at a weakened state when he got picked up by these twins. It makes me wonder then. This actually makes sense with the theme of justice. Denji chooses his own justice. Exactly, right? Exactly. If they made a contract with the Primordial Devil like fire, how would the brother die from falling from a building? That's weak. Well, I mean, anybody can make a contract. Wait, what do you mean to go sad? Wait, hold on a minute. I mean, have we not seen the entire series, bro? Like, everybody, it doesn't matter. You can be contracted with anything, and people are contracted with the Death Devil, not Devil, with the Darkness Devil. They can die pretty easily because they're still humans. It's not like they become this extraterrestrial. I mean, they can be. Don't get me wrong, they can be, but it's not like they are, like immortal or they become a hybrid. It's not. I don't think that's necessarily what this is here. Is the thing here. If you're noticing, all of them still die by some significant damage. Is what we're seeing here. So I don't think that's what the case here. Okay, so wait. Talk about Yuko. They both made a contract with the Fire Devil. He really canceled contract just a chapter ago. That is all. But Ghostab, that actually, you have a good point on that. That's a very good question, because then what was the point of that? Was she not serving proper justice in this? Because I mean, it depends. Because like, all he's doing, it seems like, I don't think he is influencing people in a way to do a justice that he prefers. He just wants you to do the justice that you truly think is within your heart. With Fake Saw Man, if you think about it, he is taking upon a certain type of role, which is why he wants to become Chainsaw Man, because he thinks Chainsaw Man is justice. So because of that, I think he's taking upon himself to actually enact that justice onto even others, whether or not other people have been contracted by the Fire Devil. It doesn't matter. I don't think they're fighting with each other in that facet here. That's why I wonder. Well, I guess because the Fire Devil was inside this person, but that's because they have a better attachment to the Fire Devil, as opposed to, I think, other people that make contracts with this devil, right? That's a good point, though. Fire Devil just make a contract with the twins and don't have a hybrid devil contract. That's a huge power down compared to Darkness Devil. Power is weak. Look, man, I'm just saying how it is. All right, I'm just saying how it is, brother. All right, this time don't make the same mistake. For real? What mistake? Oh. So the building's falling down. And there's people in that car. Why are people driving around? Is it not? Isn't everything on fire? Why are we driving around right now? What? He's like, you should be home. Like, all right, bro. Okay. I mean, did he not get a chance to even? What? Wait. What happened here? Okay. So what happened? Chainsaw Man. Oh, freaking Yoru. What? Wait, why are you in this building? So wait, you broke the building because you're fighting against Fallen Devil? It's like, what happened? I haven't lost yet. You sure about that? Do you wish to save me? Could you speak up? She's quite literally getting crushed by a building. Denji, what are you talking about? What do you mean could she speak? Sorry, you can probably breathe. What? All right, man. What is happening? What is happening? Seems like the Fire Devil was in a weakened state when they found him. Yeah, he was. It's similar to Yoru, and that's what I'm saying. That makes me think it's possible that he was or is a Primordial Devil in that sense. But at the same time, what weakened him though? What weakened the Fire Devil? It's like there's a lot of questions that comes out of the chapter. He was in a full power to make a contract at the time, which is also very true. So how does Barum outrank the twins? Fire Devil powers are core for Flash of Fame's plan. Runs off the last fight. Chapter goes fold immediately. Exactly. How you gonna lose immediately? Like, bro, what is this? Huh? You wish to save me? Your answer? Huh? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yeah, this man, he's whipped. It's like a whipped. All right. He's done. Then save me if you can. Oh. Uh-oh. Yoru? See, this is why you don't be picking fights with suckers you can't handle. Look, Fallen Devil was up in the sky doing terror and minding her own business. And then you came along and was like, I can defeat the goddamn Fallen Devil. Look at me go. And I looked at you, folded like a goddamn pancake, right? On the ground, asking for help. Like, I can't do it. Like, what? Oh, Yoru, I can't with you, Yoru. I can't. This is an interesting chapter. Not a bad chapter at all. A lot more to talk about, I will say. This conversation was a lot better than I anticipated. I like this. So Fire Devil is gonna make Denji pick between two people. New to next up. I mean, hello. Hold on a minute. Wait, go say you're thinking. He's like, all right, you have the sister over there, right, on the ground, asking for your help, but will you save this child? And it's Naruto all along. Whoa! Hey, I'm in there. I would like that. I would love that even. Because then, he would, actually, I don't know. I would say he would go for Naruto, but actually, I don't know. Only because he always tries to find a third option. This is not within Denji's character to do something different. He can't help himself by just choosing one or the other. He has to find another alternative because that's just how he is. That's just how he is as a core of a person, right? Everything has been a decision of whether or not you can do X, Y, and Z, right? Like, even with the, when he went to that other world, when he started eating those, eating the people and everything in order to go into the other side and all, that whole thing there, right? Even that had an option whether or not you can choose this, right? Choose to be free or whatnot, right? Like, there's always been that situation for Denji, and Denji always finds an alternative all the time. So I'm curious of what this alternative is going to be for this particular situation. That's the thing here. I think has to choose between Asuka. Oh, you think it's going to be like that? Well, wait. So but how would that work though? Because they're still the same body. It's not like they're going to like all of a sudden like separate. I don't know how would that work? How would that work? Oh no, dropping buildings and Denji is here like, well, it's time to see my chainsaws. What else is there to do, Peach? What else is there to do? Think about new tales. Actually, I didn't think about that either. Because I've been saying the longest time they need to all meet up at some point. The sisters need to all come together. And I know Nayuta's still alive. I am pretty confident in saying that Nayuta is still here. And if that's the case, this would be the perfect time to actually unveil and reveal that Nayuta's here. Though, why would the Fire Devil have possession of Nayuta though? Like, that's the question I would have. Like, how would he have that? Unless because we don't really know what happened to her though. So there could be a flashback to show what happened in that whole altercation. So we don't know actually. So it's not impossible. Thinking after watching Summer Pockets it hurts. Oh my god, I haven't watched Summer Pockets yet. We needed to, but look, it'd be like that. What if it's not the case? Look, man. But what if it is? Have you thought about that? I don't think you have. Welcome in though. I am not coping. I'm just saying there's a good chance. Like I said, I would bet money that Nayuta's still alive. That's how confident I am right now. All right. Don't doubt me. I'm confused about Fire Devil and Fami. I thought they were working together with the church, but then when he was fighting real Fami, he didn't seem to know who fake Fami was. Interesting, actually. Yep. Huh. Actually, you got a point there. You got a very good point. Hold on a minute. It's like, actually, yeah, what? Wait. Okay, so hold on. Before I say it makes no sense, I'm gonna go back and read some chapters here at this point. Because seeing as we know who this guy is now, right? This makes the interactions between certain characters matter, and we question these things. So you do got a point there, actually. Because he acted like he didn't know her, but why wouldn't he? Should. Like, That is so odd, actually. What? Yeah, Fire Devil tell the club president to follow Flash Family's plan. I believe so. Yeah, that's why like it shouldn't. The Fire Devil should know some stuff. Yeah, because they even kind of. I mean, I remember there was a chapter, and then they alluded to that. God dang it! Hold on. See, you make me wonder. No, look, I don't want Fujimoto to fail here. There's got to be a reason for that. I feel like maybe there's a reason or something we're overlooking that we're not seeing here. But you guys are bringing up really good points because you're reminding me of some stuff. You have a very good point there. I didn't know her, right? That is true. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's the thing is though, wasn't the Fire Devil inside Fake Soul Man this entire time, or did he like join later on? Like we don't know. Because he was, I don't know. That's what makes it things a little bit. That's what makes it kind of difficult because we don't know the time frame of some stuff. I think that's why Ghost have even brought that up. We don't know the time frame of if the Fire Devil was actually inside Fake Soul Man this entire time or not, right? Fire was a makeshift justice at the time. Oh, true. Yeah. You're right. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm like something wasn't making any sense. So yeah. So if that's the case, yeah, he might not have known at that time. It's only after the defeat that maybe he had to go into hiding in that way. Now I'm starting to think about the timeline here. Because he could have been strong at one point. He got defeated. Maybe the Fire Devil was inside the first person he actually made a contract with, which we seen in the first chapter basically, and that's what made him weaker, right? And that's when that sucker came in. They nursed the Fire Devil back to health here, but it took a minute possibly. I guess I gotta reread some stuff. That's when Fake Soul and Fire share their consciousness like Denji and Pushuta. But which is so weird because why would he do that though? But I mean, at the same time, he's always had this kind of conscience and being able to talk to each other and everything. That wouldn't be surprising. I don't think Devil will really know how each other right off the bat. Remember when Falling was first introduced and War had a. Oh, you know what? You know what? Hold on. What if this is a core thing with all devils? Peach, you have a point. What if all devils just have a hard time remembering faces like that? Maybe some are better than others. Like with this particular case, because he's grown attached to like these humans, he remembers these twin brothers, for instance, right? But like we've seen the sisters just cannot, for the life of them, remember faces. They are so bad with it. And Denji actually acts the same way, that he doesn't really remember faces, and or maybe he doesn't care enough to remember faces like that, right? So are all devils in some way similar to this? What if that's what's going on here? And maybe that's why he don't remember exactly who this person is, right? That could also be a thing. Because like from what I've seen so far, nobody's been good at remembering people. So there is that too. So twins went to the same school as class president that was sleeping with their teacher and let her make a contract with the fire. I mean, yes. I mean, that's what they already said. Like the whole school was pretty much getting under contract. So wait, that's how the contracts were getting set up then. Is because of the twins, right? Because they went to that same school, and so they're like, oh, you can make a contract with this fire. And then like the kid's like, ooh, wow, what does that do? What do you mean? It's a fire? Let me in there. That's so fire. Oh yeah. Like they make a contract and they started just doing stuff, right? So again, we might have more than just even 2 fake Sawmans. There might be more than that. Yeah, I remember thinking, yeah, they're like devils just don't recognize faces. So there is that being the case here. Fix Man can cancel Fire Devil contracts. He just did it 2 chapters ago. Why wouldn't he stop Yuko when she went full? What? That don't even work. That don't even work. That's not what she did. All right, she went to a shooter mentality. All right. Oh, the pumped up kicks better run better. You know that song? Like that's what Yuko was doing. It's like, hey buddy. Having a family controller. I mean, you do have a point. But at the same time, I think the Fire Devil is just trying to give out proper justice or to allow people to do their own. I don't think he's trying to control them. Like that's the thing I'm trying to like say here when it comes to the Fire Devil in particular. It's like he's trying to give lessons. He's trying to teach about the ways of justice and how you want to see and perceive your righteousness, right? I don't think he's trying to control anybody. You can make a contract with him, do what you got to do. I mean, it's the same thing with like the Future Devil, right? Because the Future Devil is like, this seems like fun. And I mean, he has his own reasonings, right? But like, I think the Fire Devil might have something similar in that sense. Like, none of them are like, if again, this also kind of goes in line with even just devils in general, that if they wanted to, I've been saying this a long time, like, if these devils really wanted to just end the world, they could. But they don't seem to ever be that way. And this is a devil true and true, similar to the Darkness Devil, similar, shoot, even to Fallen Devil. Like, to any of these devils that we're seeing, if you make a contract with them, I don't think they are doing it in a malicious way, right? I don't they allow you to use their abilities for whatever the case is. And Fire Devil seems very forthcoming with its ability, right? So I don't think he was gonna. That's up to them if they want to break the contract or not, I guess. Like, I don't think he cares like that. Like I said, I think it's just more about a lesson situation more so than it is anything else. At least in my opinion. I don't. That's what I remember. Like, they're not. Like, Fire Devil isn't in the same like category as any of the Four Horsemen or four horsewomen, because Four Horsewomen, they want control. They want to be able to do bad and things of that nature. That's why they are also seen in hell as not, you know, good people to have around. They don't like them like that. That's why freaking Manga got Spawn killed and came back as Nayuta immediately, because like they like, get the heck out of here. So I mean, it makes you wonder about these things. Fire just letting people do what they want. He gives contracts and you do what you want with them. Yeah, exactly, right? That's what I'm thinking was going on here. That's why I had to bring up like Future Devil, because Future Devil is exactly the same way. He doesn't give it to everybody, but if he finds something interesting about you, he's like, I mean, for what I've seen in your future, this is about to be entertaining, my brother. Let's get a contract with me. I'll even let you use some of my abilities, brother, because it's gonna be funny what I'm about to see. That's what it is. God. I feel like the Fire Devil got some kind of plan involved with the club president, Fujimoto. Focus on his character definitely makes me think he's got some kind of. I wouldn't be surprised he has some other role. I mean, I could be simplifying him, but at the same time, he might not just have any role. Maybe, like I said, it's a sense of justice that he just has, or he wants people to do their own sense of justice and be free about what they want to do with their life, right? He's just facilitating that in a way. I think so, anyways, right? So Pixel Man lost an arm and was recovered, but younger brother falls from a building and he's gone forever. Yes. Yeah, again, it doesn't really make him immortal. You also got to remember, Pixel Man was actually in a controlled form, and the Fire Devil was with him. Like, there's context behind that, Ghost Sav. There's context behind that. Fire spreads out of control. I think he's just giving powers to random people. I think you hit the nail in the coffin right there. You hit the nail in the coffin. That makes perfect sense why he's doing this then. That is very true, yeah. If you go by the structure of what fire is, all right? Zuko has said it, Uncle Iroh has said it best, right, when it comes to fire. Fire spreads, and it only causes destruction and all that crap, right? So, I mean, that makes sense, then, that he's just so freeing in allowing people to just use the abilities, because he wants it to spread. He wants it to go everywhere. That's literally, I think, the point of what he's trying to do, is just have it go out there and cause chaos. Like, not necessarily wanting to cause chaos, but he knows that the power is going to cause chaos. Like, I mean, it's not the Chaos Emeralds, but, I mean, it's causing chaos. So, you have a point there. That's a very good insight to actually have there, because I think that's what's going on, ultimately. We got to remember that at the end of the day, again, these devils really wanted to actually end the world. They could easily do it, like, just like that if they really wanted to, but because they don't seem malicious in that sense, that's why they have their own sense of whatever they're trying to do, right? So, I mean, this is just Fire Devil's like whole like shtick thing here. I think he just wants to be able to spread his powers as much as he can, and if you want to do a contract with him, he's like, go right ahead. Especially considering that maybe he also might feel some way of indebted to the twins for actually, you know, saving him in the first place. So maybe he's like, if you want your friends and your classmates to have these powers, why not spread it around? Like, you did me a solid. Let me do you a solid. Right? That's my sense of justice. Help each other. Help a brother out. Help a brother out, right? So, I don't know. You got a point there. I feel like that's ultimately what it is here. So, with that said, I am curious of what the role is ultimately that Fire Devil is going to be doing here, because I don't know if, like I said, I don't think he's malicious in any way. I don't know. I think he's really is just trying to like teach lessons. He's trying to maybe that's what like this whole like stick is. Like he wants to make people to actually learn the value of actual justice or something. I don't know. I feel like he's not doing things trying to be harmful in a way. I don't know. But at the same time, there could be still some plan. There's still like the real the actual famine devil, and also the death devil here. What their plans are and how that whole thing kind of correlates. That's what I'm saying. I still need to reread some stuff, go back just a little bit. But I think he's still cooking. I think all of it still makes some sense. Initially, I wasn't sure, but it sounds like it's all making sense to me. So I'll leave it at that. The real question is, whatever he has planned, well, didn't you actually learn? Like that, look at my title. Look at my title. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Like I said, Denji is a character that will do his own thing. He is the Miles Morales of Chainsaw Man. He's like, I'm gonna do my own thing. All right, that's him. That's what he's doing. He's just gonna find another option so that he doesn't have to do your option, even if the option could even be worse. All right, like this is Denji we're talking about. Like he doesn't. I don't think he wants to follow that rule. All right, I'm just saying. Fire's complex, can protect and destroy. That's also true. I mean, it's kind of similar. Maybe there is still something there. If you remember what the Death Devil did say, is that she still is quote unquote trying to save humanity, right? She did bring that up. I mean, through death could be a sense of saving in of itself, right? It's that sweet release, right? So I do wonder if there is still that connection that's there, because she did kind of bring that up, if you think about it. Chapter was weird. They give it a 5 lost twins out of 10 thoughts. Oh, go, come on. Leave Yoru alone, all right? Even though she be kind of, she kind of wilding, so, that's not, I mean, it's kind of appropriate to call her that. But that's besides the point, Ghost Tab. God, given the 5, though, this is a good chapter. Come on now. I feel like Fire was just around. The twins would have the sweet release. Stop it, goddamn. Would have joined the Chainsaw Church, and Fire would have just been with them and kind of got roped into everything by the death. I mean, yeah, maybe, right? You have a point. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if Fire was even sitting around like, yeah, so we're gonna do this plan, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come together later when the prophecy starts, and when the prophecy happens, I'm gonna come in, prophesize, and then I'm gonna show you what I can do. Then the fire, all gonna come together. Then we're gonna burn the place down, and then I'm gonna come there. I'm like, hey baby, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I'm the death and I'm fire. You know what I'm saying? Death and fire will come together. No, we're not doing all that. All right. We're not. They're not having some freaking crazy plan. I don't think so. Anyways, right? It could simply just be something very simple. And he was just kind of there. He was like, man, I'm just here for the ride. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to live out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel indebted. Fire should be primordial and natural instincts to be scared of fire. I mean, Ghost Tab. You got to remember the type of world they live in. This is what makes it kind of difficult. Like, you say that's a natural thing to be, natural instinct to be scared of fire, right? But when these two twins saw that fire, and it's like, oh, pick it up. You saw the backstory, right? The sucker picked up fire and was taking it home. I don't know if they have the same fears as what we do in the normal world, right? This is what makes it a bit. I've always said this about Chainsaw Man, and I wish that we have more of the more context and just more world building to give us a better understanding of what is actually like fearful. What do the people of this world actually fear? Like, what is it that truly scares them? Again, I always go back to this freaking devil because it makes no sense. We have a tomato devil out here, right? People are afraid of tomatoes that much that we have a whole devil out here. Like, what? Like, so I do wonder just how afraid people are of even fire to begin with. I do. I mean, hold on. Like, didn't a car with people in the car get like squished or something like that? People still driving around. The place is literally on fire right now. And people are still trying to go to school, do the freaking festival and all that crap. I don't think they care about fire like that. So I don't know. I don't know, actually. That's the thing I wish that Fujimoto did better on when it comes to his world, when it comes to Chainsaw Man, because that's like the biggest thing that I'm curious about, honestly. I mean, if you're allergic to tomatoes, you fear it. Oh my God. Look, I'm allergic to coconut. I'm not fearful of coconut. It's there, but I'm not going to sit there like, oh my God. Oh no. Not the coconut devil. Like, what's what? All right. Who use fire every day, so it's not like people are just scared of all. Yeah, exactly. This is not like freaking back in the prehistoric times where we got freaking caveman hitting rocks. And he's like, ooh, put 2 sticks together, fire. Oh, like you know, they're not sitting there like scared of fire like that. I don't think so. All right. I think fire was primordial, but it was just in a weakened state. Like we seen. Yeah, I mean, again, this could also just be the same thing what Yoru was going through. People aren't afraid of war because war doesn't happen. So that fear that was there for war was not there or wasn't present at the time. But as it as it grows, the fear is only getting more powerful, which is what allowing her to get stronger. People are maybe being more afraid of being more afraid of fire, especially considering everything's starting to burn down and all that stuff, right? If you think about it, there's been massive explosions. Yuko was a great example of that, blowing up the goddamn school. Like, people will be afraid of explosions, afraid of fire more because it's outbreaking more, right? So that's why his power can even grow further beyond that. I mean, that could be part of the reason why maybe Yuko was a sacrificial lamb in that sense to try to get his power back up. I mean, that's also something you can think about. Look, so not run from a giant coconut. I mean, it's a goddamn devil. I don't know crap what it is, all right? Like, it's a devil coming after me. Man, I ain't about to stay. I ain't gonna stay there. I'm getting out of here. I'm not fearful of the coconut. I'm fearful of the devil itself. Hold on a minute. There's 2 different types of fears going on here, all right? Like I said, I would never want to be in the Chainsaw Man world, okay? The Chainsaw Man world is unforgiving. You cannot live in this world, okay? God. Unless I have some powers. Am I contracted with anything? If I'm contracted with something, I'd fight it. If I have some abilities, I'd fight the coconut devil then. I'm not like, I can still touch coconut. Like, the juices from the coconut, they don't bother me necessarily. I have to actually consume it. If I consume it, that's where the problem comes in. All right? Then we're in trouble. All right? Burning items makes people to see it, but people are scared of touching it. Some with the power. People are not scared of blood, but are scared. Very true. Yeah, true. That could also be what it is too. I'm just saying, like, ultimately they needed to bring that strength up by doing something along those lines, right? Contracted the bootleg devil. What is the bootleg devil's ability? All right, if the ability can do something, then you know what? Sign me up. All right? Stop it. God dang it. Let us talk about one last thing before we end this chapter review, which is the Denji versus Falling Devil part, because we already had this interaction a little bit beforehand, and ultimately, as you see from Yoru's perspective, and seeing, as I would like to think Yoru, well, actually, I don't know, I can't say that. I'm about to say, like, she's stronger, but I don't know if that's the case, actually. I don't know. Wait, what did she even do? She just get over there and literally immediately get defeated? Because, like, I would like to see the tank arm do something. We have yet to see that. So, the tank arm did nothing, right? I'm assuming she hadn't done that yet. Maybe she just got smacked and flew into a building immediately. I wonder about this. My thing is, what can even Denji do to the Fallen Devil that Yoru can't, right? How much... Like, is the Fallen Devil even going to truly fight this man, is the question here, actually. Right? Because she's just trying to cause terror. Right? Yoru's a fraud, dang. I mean, I've been said this. When it comes to Yoru, she's okay with her own ability. She actually needs Asa in order to actually effectively use her abilities to the fullest extent. Because without Asa, those emotions that you need to create and craft stronger weapons are just not there. Because Yoru can't feel in the same way that Asa can. So, like, if Asa is, like, getting assimilated, right? And is, like, slowly going away, it actually is only going to make Yoru, in a way, a lot weaker because of that. Because she's going to lose more of that humanity that is necessary for her ability to even do anything in this particular world. Like, really think about it. I feel like Yoru really isn't... She's never going to be... I don't know. I can't say that. I just feel like she's never going to be that kind of strong, though. I don't know. Are we getting more painful Aki power flashbacks? You saw for a second the first time. That's true, actually. I hope not. Look, I ain't trying to... Look. I ain't trying to go back to that freaking mode where we're all sad, okay? I don't want to be sad. I want to be happy. I want to get glad, all right? And use my code BREAKOUT to get 20% off your glad items. I'm just kidding. I don't got that. Let me stop. One day, I'll be sponsored, and I can do that. I can make a transition. But boom, look at that. Look at that. Look at my code. You know what I'm saying? Like one of these days. One of these days. But I mean, we could get some more flashbacks. For all you know, maybe there was a lesson within Aki telling him like, no, make your own path, Denji. Don't allow people to tell you what to do. And then he comes back and he's like, yeah, Aki, I understand. Like, that'll be so freaking cheesy. I shouldn't even said that. Crap sounds so bad. I actually don't want that to be the case. That actually sounds terrible. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. But I don't know how this whole thing's gonna go. I can't see this fight going well, especially considering that it's not like Famine is not that far off, by mind you. I just want to throw it out there. Famine is over there. Like she's around. She's afraid, but she is around. So like, I don't know. But I like what I like about this chapter is that we also got a lot of movement. Story I feel like it actually progressed quite a bit in this particular chapter. So because like I feel like the next chapter we're gonna still get more things going on here. So it's like we're still going in. We're still going in. Like Fujimoto's kind of starting to cook a little bit again. So I'm hoping we keep this pace up. The fact that we actually have some tangible items to talk about, I hope he continues this track when it comes to Chainsaw Man from now on until this arc is done. All right? I want more of stuff like this. Please. Fujimoto. Please. Yeah, 7 for me. Interesting callback that I wasn't expecting, but also bring up some strange questions that I'm waiting to get answered before making my mind. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we definitely. Oh, thank God. Oh, you scared me. I was hoping we have a chapter next week. I'm glad to see that we do. All right, so I'll be back next week then for this. All right. Here's getting the JoJo treatment. Keeps fighting primordial devils and gets. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like. I mean, he's not gonna be that kind of strong. These are primordial devils. All right. Again, if Fire Devil is a primordial devil, I like to think so, but we don't know for certain. So I'm not gonna put that out there for this man, not yet, or this entity. Can't say man because like we don't know what we're doing here, but this entity here. Okay. So for me, going into the rating, what I give this, and yes, I'll be streaming after this over on Twitch and everything later. So I will be there. To me, I actually like this chapter because there's a lot to talk about, honestly. So overall, to be honest, I kind of want to give it like an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed this chapter. Look, I mess with this. Kai, welcome in. Welcome in. God dang it. We were talking about Chainsaw Man. We get into the rating of this. What would you rate this chapter this week? I give it an 8 out of 10. I actually enjoyed this quite a bit because it's very intriguing. The callback was it was cool. It was something I did predict in some way because we did talk about this. I believe we talked about this last chapter that this is what could potentially be. It's either that guy or it could be the dude from the Fallen situation. You know, with the goddamn devil. Like we talked about this before. I feel like so. I like the fact that I can at least predict something. God freaking dang it. But outside of that, like I said, Fire Devil was also just a quite interesting devil to have here at this point in time, and we don't know exactly what his whole goal is. But the fact that he's here. And he's talking, hope he talks some more, so we get more information. Maybe something else might get revealed, because like things are starting to hopefully pick up here. And I am liking what I'm seeing right now, all right? So thoughts on Comic Kill? I enjoy it. Just don't get attached to any characters in Comic Kill, because if you do, you're going to be disappointed, all right? And I mean any character. It doesn't matter. Like it's actually that serious. Like when I watched Comic Kill, I was like, oh, I like that character. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's a good show. I do enjoy it. All right. Until someone says Fire is a primordial, I don't think he is. It's usually a big deal. Yeah, right, Peach. That's what I'm saying. Like they haven't said he's a primordial devil. So for the fact that he hasn't said anything yet, I'm just gonna wait because I don't want to confirm or deny this because you would think this is a primordial devil. Like I don't think we actually thought like the Fallen Devil, for instance, was a primordial, right? But come to find out, she is. So, I mean, you never know when it comes to what the world is of Chainsaw Man and what people are actually afraid of and what makes them, like, be actually afraid. Like, for all we know, Fire isn't as crazy as we think it is. Who knows? Oh, my God, I'm disappointed with the story. Yeah, bro, look, you just drop Kai, drop the show. Drop the show. Don't watch Run a Girlfriend. I don't recommend that, all right? I watched one season, I said, I'm done. I'm cooked. We done. All right. With all that said, please, if y'all can, like the stream. helps with the algorithm to push it out to more people. People on the TikTok side of things too. If y'all give me some hearts, show some love to the goddamn stream, I appreciate that as well, because it allows us to actually push this out to more people, and we have more Chainsaw Man conversations and discussions and things of that nature. If y'all like the streams, do that for me. I appreciate you. And follow, subscribe, because we'll be back next week. All right, Chainsaw Man next week. Just be there, or be square, or be a potato, whatever you want to do. But you know, just make sure you're there. I mean, being a potato means you can sit down. So, you know, I'm just saying, all right? Look. Had a comic kill wants to hit me. Everyone was going to die. Stop caring about the character. Dang. I mean, that happens too, see? So, like, sometimes it can be a selling point. Other times, Peach's like, no, that's not a selling point for me. I feel you on that, because a certain character in freaking Gurren Lagann got me to stop watching the show, but that's besides the point. All right, guys. You want to talk more about anime? See me in, like, give me like 30 minutes. It's 8 o'clock right now. Give me like 30 minutes, and we'll be back streaming again, all right? All right. Until then, people, drink your water, take your vitamins, break out.